Good afternoon. Welcome to Turbo Tortoise Tech. If you're new here, I'm Reese of the 4-piece volunteer WookiE Triple XL, and we have another Evetech Buys Guide this Tuesday for you with a couple of announcements. Some of the things you've been asking for, I can now answer. The winter specials are going to end at the end of this week on the 2nd of August. If they are going to be extended, they will announce it on social media, but for the time being, it looks like we're going to be ending that off at the end of the month. Another thing that I need to mention is the updates to the website. The look and feel has been changed significantly along with the way that things are being listed. So for instance, you have your general description over here, which is going to be very similar to what you find on the product page on the vendor's website, but then you can go over to specs over here and you can do a drop down menu, which I'm flipping loving because it's going to be really easy to find the information that I want to see as an example. And then there is a section for similar products like this. You can still go into components, for instance, and if I just go to CPU coolers and I go to all, then you'll get the default listing that we're used to seeing before. So everything from the cheapest to then the most expensive. Bet it's Corsair. Yeah, called it. Then you can go down the list like that as per usual, and be able to see. You can also sort by price over here and different sort of tags depending on the brand, or if you want to see only air coolers as an example, which is a nice little touch. Another thing I've got to bring your attention to is the amount of SSD specials and storage specials that are happening right now. It's not just NVMe's but 2.5 inch drives as well, but I'm just going to pull your attention to three of the better ones. The Crass C710 is a really good entry level NVMe, but if you want something a little bit faster, and well, bigger in this instance, the C730, which I'm going to be reviewing this exact 2TB later in this week. And then we have the Hikvision Future Light series, very entry level Gen 4 with a top end read speed. So if you're looking for storage right now, it's a good time to buy. But without further ado, let's jump into top 5. So from the other deals and clearance specials and stuff, I'm going to pull your attention to 5 really sick deals, starting off with this Logitech G SciTech X52 HOTAS. I really want one of these for all my flights, something, because it's War Thunder compatible, and it would be nice to have a HOTAS setup. So what does HOTAS stand for? It stands for hands on throttle and stick, so that you've got your joystick over the side and then you've got your throttle control. And this is really important, especially with pretty much any plane and especially in combat. To turn faster, you turn a lot faster if you throttle back and you stop pushing your thrust forward and you just let it direct itself around the turn, and then you throttle out on the other end to maintain your speed. So yeah, it's really nice if you can do that all at the same time. You kind of do fly like that in keyboard and mouse, funny enough, with War Thunder, but yeah, HOTAS is like the final version that you kind of need. Throw in a couple of pedals, for the rudder, and then yeah, you're there. At number 4, we got to give some Nitro Concepts love. I absolutely love this brand. I think it's super underrated, especially here in South Africa, and the X1000 kind of ruined me against other chairs because they just put so much cushioning down here on the bottom piece. You can just see how thick that boy is up there. It's nicely curved as well, so you don't get that dead cut-off area. But the reason that Nitro is just a little bit better for me than a lot of the brands out there doing chairs is how open this back is. It's just stylistic. It's not there to cup you. The Rosie that I'm in right now, it's also, as you can notice, quite broad. And I find that when the manufacturers make like racing chairs, because they were making those chairs initially for cars that are going around corners and experiencing G-force, you're not doing any of that. So they actually lose some of their ergonomics. Whereas in this instance, you don't have any of that issue because it's nice and broad and it's really open. And so, it's just, like you can see, even the wings on the side over here, they're not there to be intrusive, they're just for look and feel. So it's an ergo chair that just happens to look a bit better. At number 3, we just have a disgusting deal from Antec. This is it's puke, and how ridiculous this price is. The Vortex 360, their best of the Antec stuff, coming through at 1399 with a 3-year local warranty. It just kind of speaks for itself. Your boy has done a review on this as well, so if you want to check it out, we'll pop it out over here. At number 2, it's the first of the 2 monitors. This is still a disgusting price for an IPS panel at 100 Hz refresh, 180 Hz refresh rate. It's very good, bang for buck wise. The stand is very, very basic. A 24-inch, you're going to be sitting pretty close to it, so I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue, but it does have a VESA mount. If you do have a desktop arm, then you can just slap it on that. And finally, in the number 1 spot, it's got to go to this AOC. The Aegon Pros are very difficult to be better than. It's them and Dell's Alienware that are right at the top. And the reason being is not because of the 2K 170Hz. You can get VAs that are 2,000 Rand, even less than this, or 1,500 bucks, say less than this. It's the combination of its color reproduction with a 97% DCI-P3 rating, but the Delta variants of less than 2. What that means is the difference between colors and the contrast next to them is so good that you can actually see like considerably more, especially where there is like a fade of colors next to each other. The variance between those is like the best that you could possibly hope for in general, and it makes this as a viewing and gaming experience just unreal. 2K 170Hz as well, it's not exactly a slacker, and the only reason it can get there is because of the good old IPS. And that's mine, Lipshins, is your bias guide for this week. We do have reviews coming up on the Clev storage. As I said, there's a big focus on storage at the moment with that. I'm going to be doing a live stream with that on the 10th as well, and doing some more live benchmarking and such on their drives. And I've got the Dell XPS 14 coming out later this week. I will be on tomorrow with some space engineers of all things, can you believe it? And then Ali will be taking you this weekend on the 3rd with even more giveaways. So join us for those streams, and we hope to see you on the flip side. If you have enjoyed this, please do hit us up with a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the flip side.